Yesterday, I claimed that Muhammad Atta was radicalized because he saw women not wearing hijabs in Germany, and he was around these women that were whores, and that was his opinion, and that was probably the reason that he really turned extremely radical to the point that he was willing to kill himself to kill the Americans. I'm sure he was radical before he went to Germany, but um, Egyptians really have a problem with women that don't wear the hijab. And it's not just that you have to wear the hijab, you have to wear the hijab in a special way compared to other Muslims. So in Iran, women can wear the hijab over their head, but it's not like tight. In Egypt, they wrap it around really tight, so it's like you can barely see their face, and then they pin it all over, like they use pins in it to like keep it from moving, and it is very very hot. And so all I'm saying is a very, very large percentage of the sermons in Egypt are about the hijab. I guarantee you Al Azhar has talked about the hijab. And if I was president, would I kill Al Azhar like everyone? Would I wait till Saturday morning prayer and then I would just like nuke all of Islamic Cairo? Not all of Islamic Cairo. I wouldn't want the mosque of Muhammad Ali to Muhammad Ali to. I don't want to destroy that one. I don't want to destroy the Mosque of Ibn Tulun. I don't want to destroy a lot of those mosques there. So I don't know exactly how I'd kill him, but I deep down really, really, really want to destroy Al Azhar. Al Azhar is the oldest mosque in Egypt. It's the oldest madrasa in Egypt. I don't know if it's the oldest mosque. It's definitely the oldest madrasa, and I really want to destroy it. Like I want to turn it to a pile of ash. Because here's the thing, like these people that are very progressive, according to Wikipedia, it's a very progressive Muslim community. No, they're not. And I really want to kill them because I know what happened. Like the Muslim Brotherhood was founded at Al Azhar, and Zawahiri had a huge connection to Al Azhar that connected him to Bin Laden. And all I'm saying is, like, these people are very progressive because this guy took a niqab off of this girl, and no, he's not. He's not progressive at all. And so, really, I really want to kill Al Azhar. Okay, so what was I talking about? How people like me, people that aren't crazy religious nuts, but except not people like me. I have a crazy religious nut background. They don't. Normal people that are Americans don't understand how Muhammad Atta can want to kill them when they are so compassionate towards Muhammad Atta. They are so for Muslim rights. They do not think that you should judge someone for being a Muslim. They are so against the war between Israel and whoever. Like, I'm just saying, like, a normal person doesn't understand why Muhammad Atta wants to kill them for the hijab, because they don't understand that these, like, religion fucks people up. Like this guy, Muhammad Atta, and all these Muslims, and it's not just Muhammad Atta, it's like everyone in Egypt's fucked up in the head about the hijab. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, these people's lives revolve around, like, the opposite sex wearing a hijab. Dude, you want to talk about a person that's freaking ugly as shit that really, really needs arranged marriages and stuff? Freaking Muslim Brotherhood, dude, those are some ugly dudes. Like, everyone I see that's in charge of the Muslim Brotherhood, dude, you guys are fucking ugly as shit. Like, that's why you have to, like, you want traditional setups for relationships, because there's no way you could ever get a date. You're too freaking ugly. Like, you got to go Muhammad Manawi paying all these prostitutes style. I mean, did he pay prostitutes? I don't know. All I know is when you're that ugly, you have to pay for sex. And so when you're flipping through your pictures and going, I fucked her, what you're actually saying to me is, I paid for sex with her, I paid for sex with her, I paid for sex with her, and then I'm sitting there going, wow, I paid for sex with no one, and I actually had sex with hotter girls than you. Anyways, so religious nuts. Are they a threat to all of us? Yes. Are people like me pretty much trapped between a bunch of fucked up people? Yeah. Why? Well, you got Israel, and everyone thinks Israel's so progressive. Israel's this. Israel's fucking crazy. You want to talk about religious nuts? Those people are fucking nuts. So you've got Al Azhar fucking nuts. You've got Israel fucking nuts. You've got who? Colorado Springs. You've got the conservatives here that want to go hang out with Marjorie Taylor Greene, that will rig a trial, that like will like do everything possible to try to take down this person, even if at the expense of the Constitution. Like, these people are embarrassing. Like, I'm just saying, like, religious nuts believe crazy shit, and they'll do crazy things. And so if you really want to count on a religious nut to act rationally, you need to understand their religion and expect them to act rationally based on what their religion tells them to do. And it's pretty hard to find people in Colorado Springs that are rational, that are in certain communities that like, Colorado Springs is not all religious nuts, I promise. Like, I know tons of, like, this is like a hippie town half the time. And then and it's like a Jeep, like, off-roading type town. Like, it's like a mountain man town. And you might be kind of conservative, but you're not a religious nut. But, like, I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of them. And they all want to be in charge, and they all have a religious agenda for the government, even though they say, I believe in freedom of religion, but you need to follow my religion. You can't get married because you're gay. You can't have an abortion because my religion says that, which your religion does not say that. Your religion does not decide when a baby becomes a freaking human. Like, Jesus never talks about abortion. That you're making an assumption based off groupthink. We all believe the same thing. And so all I'm saying is, religious nuts are everywhere. We got a bunch of psychopaths in apparently the El Paso County legal system that, like, really do think it's okay to try to murder me. Like, you understand, this judge laughed his ass off at me when I told him people were trying to murder me. I needed my gun back. Now, 6 to 8 people have tried to murder me since then. And no, he still thinks I'm crazy. He's going to put me in the state hospital. I mean, that's what generally happens when you get declared incompetent, even though maybe we can have a special situation because of COVID-19. But this guy thinks I'm nuts while people are trying to kill me because he's a Christian. He's trying to stop the drugs. This is my objective. Jesus is against drugs. Okay, bottom line is Paul didn't know shit about Jesus. Like, if there's anything I know from the Bible is Paul knew nothing about Jesus. But he's the apostle. Paul knows about Judaism. He knows about the bullshit law that says that gay people should get murdered. All I'm saying is, like, I don't think that very many people in Colorado Springs know Jesus. Like, I think they know Jesus, but that's because they know Paul, and they like Paul, but I don't think they like Jesus. And that's why Jesus doesn't like them.